Hi guys, it's me, Teresa Perrin. I just want to bring you an update on a ticker that's running in the after hours. It's ticker EAR. E is an echo, A is an alpha, R is in Romeo, just like the air on your head. And there's actually a catalyst behind the run, and it did start at the end of day today in power hour with the run. And if you stay to the end, I am going to give you a bonus ticker that also tends to run with air. So let's get into it. Remember, nothing I say is financial advice. Thank you so much for watching. If you could, like and subscribe. All right, guys. So news broke that the FDA announced that they would allow the sale of some hearing aids to be sold over the counter. And this is the reason. Oh, and that's going to start in October, by the way. And this is the reason that obviously AIR jumped on this news, because that is huge. And Ergo is a hearing aid company. So obviously, this was a huge catalyst for them, and this will help to bring a lot of revenue to the company, because if any of you know someone that's hard of hearing and stubborn, then you're probably well aware that they don't like to admit that they have a hearing issue, right? But a lot of them don't even like the thought of going to a doctor or going to get fitted for a hearing aid and all that goes along with it. But if they could just go to CVS and buy a hearing aid, then that might change things for them and make things a whole lot better for a lot of people. So this is actually a very beneficial catalyst, in my opinion. And it certainly sent this stock soaring, 77% at the end of the day. It closed up. And the average volume is normally 4.2 million shares, and it saw 31.8 million shares today, guys. And I think hedge funds are down hard on this because the FUD articles trying to persuade you to sell are already coming out, so be warned of that. But this is also a squeeze play, believe it or not. So I'm going to take a look at some of the charts and show you some things. So here's the run it had at the end of the day today. You can see around 3 o'clock the news broke. Boom, shot straight up, and it looks like it's starting to form a nice bull flag that I expect we break out of to the upside tomorrow, guys, because like I said, this is heavily shorted. The RSI, this is the on the regular chart, on the 5-minute candlestick chart, the RSI is right down in like the 40% range, so it's cooling off. It's going to have more room to run, which is good. Now, if we look at the daily candlestick chart, as you can see, this is beat down very, very hard. In the past year, the high was $26.05. And obviously, the low that it hit was, well, not obviously, because I don't think you know this, but it was 87 cents. It got beat down really bad, guys. So this is long overdue, and there's a nice gap that I want to point out to you in case we should get to those levels. But it's somewhere around a little bit over $8, and it goes all the way up to like 22 bucks. So if we ever clear 8, then it's going to be like a highway up, straight up, in my opinion, to fill this gap. I mean, that is one huge gap. It got beat down hard in the past. And if you look, this is on the daily 1-year chart. It is in oversold territory. So it is due for a nice run. When it gets down this low, all that it has room for, guys, is to go up. So I believe that that is what we're going to see. Now, I want to show you quickly the 2-year chart to show you the potential that this stock has. Guys, it hit a high of $76.75 previously, and it's literally been shot all the way down from there. So with a little luck, this could start running, and if momentum comes in, I think we're going to see a very nice play off of this and a very big move up. I mean, look at the volume that's come in the last few days. So my expectation is that we see a nice move to the upside, guys. I have a bunch more for you, including the short interest, so hang on just a sec. All right, guys, the utilization on this is at 75.83%. So there's shares to be bought. And interestingly enough, the short interest stands at 11.43%. So some shorts did cover on that run today, which is actually a very bullish sign for us, because we want the shorts to go out and we want longs to come in. So they borrowed 48.3 thousand shares today, but returned 852.9 thousand shares today. So that change is a decrease so they returned an extra 804.6 thousand shares more than they borrowed. As you can see, the cost to borrow is fairly high on this. It's 127.39% max, 123.49 min, and average of 123.5%. So guys, that is significant, especially in this bull run that we've been seeing in this market. Guys, on Weeble's new charting system, they show you these little green dots, red dots, and gray dots. The gray are neutral, the red squares are sell, and the greens are buys. So as you can see over the past couple of weeks, it has gotten 5 bullish signals, 1 bearish signal, and it looks like short and medium term, it's signaling that the price is going to go up, which is very bullish. I want to take a look at Fintel quickly, but before I do, I want to give you my bonus ticker for you. Okay, guys, the bonus ticker is an OTC stock, which tends to run with air, and it's ticker INND. I as in igloo, N as in November, N as in November, D as in Delta. And currently it is up on the day 30% at 0.221. So a little bit over 2 cents right now. And it looks like it's pulling back, which it needs to cool off. So hopefully tomorrow that will continue running as well. And I just want to show you the 2-year chart for this ticker, because it looks like it's forming a nice little cup here. May come back, form a handle, and burst back up. But it has a high of almost 10 cents, 0.98 cents over the past 2 years. And guys, this ticker can run when it gets going. I have been in this ticker for, gosh, probably around that 2 years now. And I have it in my long-term portfolio because of this news, and because they actually do sell some sort of hearing aids, from my understanding, at CVS currently. So I'm not quite sure what the difference is between that and the new legislative law, but it looks like it's a good thing. I just want to give you the Fintel information and see how many shares are available to short tomorrow for air, and that will wrap this one up tonight. So let me pull that up for you. And guys, just so you know what we're dealing with, there's a 34 million share free float to this stock, and currently 10.48% of that is sold short, which is actually pretty large. In comparison, anything over 10% means that the stock is heavily shorted and it could potentially have a short squeeze. Now, again, true short squeezes are very rare, so please, I'm using this term very loosely, and I don't like it, but people don't understand when I don't say it, so I've referred back to using it. But I prefer to call it a hype play, which I think hype and momentum will come into this play. So, guys, if volume comes in tomorrow, we can expect to see this run, and we may start to see some shorts getting scared and cover. Today, 51.49% of trades were done in the dark pool. There are currently only 150,000 shares available to borrow, which is bullish. And according to Fintel, the short interest is the cost to borrow is 71.66%. Just so that we can take a look if there's any failure to delivers. Nope, guys, it looks like they really haven't been shorting this one too badly lately. What we would have due tomorrow is 3,430 shares, and we would be looking at July 13th, and that's if they haven't covered them already. All right, guys, that about wraps it up. I hope that this gave you some information and a great stock to add to your watch list that is very cheap. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great night.